Quiet up.
Mama?
Yes.
Could you please hold the book up so I and show it to everybody? So first turn the page while I read it.
Okay.
Turn the page.
Well, McKenna. Let me just do it like this. I'm upside down, honey. Okay.
No, I'm reading it. One summer morning, Miss Lily was excited. Monday morning, it was the big channel of book comics.
She recognized Monday in that.
Okay.
Really put a really scary book. Sorry picked a really funny book. And Very picked a really scary book. One Saturday morning, there was a comic book called Emily Comics by Emma Summer. That special book was made for the Palacekids. The was a very special little book. It was narrated to Litty Holland. The next morning, we had breakfast. After breakfast, we looked at the story called Jerry Horrocks. Jerry Horrocks was a very nice girl. She saved people from her lives through the creeks, even rescuing people. She was the only married consider, and the back was clear. And that was a fancy morning. I was a fancy morning on Saturday. Saturday was a very special morning because I would say to my dad, look, I'm going to read this book to you. So he let him read this book. That book was spooky, was very kind. Spooky. It was far with prepare of the life. Like a bird, pshaw! And then someone prepare. One next morning, we went to the gift shop for Brie. She loved pretty colors, but it was already pretty enough in that store. That fancy store with blue, red, purple, and blue all around. It was so fancy, and there she went. Ah, this is so wonderful. All different sizes with red, purple, blue, and red. We added some ribbons, and we added some paint, marker paint. I have ribbons. The second morning was Saturday. She was too tired to finish her comic book. She was very annoyed for the comic book. She was too tired for that comic book. If she didn't get it in time, she would be ruined. So she just prints. Prints is a fancy way for tired. You know that. Get it? it was ruined. But the other people said it was great for having restoring coals. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. All right.
Turn the page. What was the word for tired? What was the word she said was the same
bit
thing as
tired.
tired?
Phew. That was hard.
Okay.
So, the next day, there was a beautiful channel. We had to do it in day, until Friday. Friday was a beautiful morning because it was fancy morning because we had comic day. It was so exciting. She couldn't wait. She just jumped up and went there all alone. And the burn of the sun. At the tear of the light. The light came up of your hair. Pick 'em, pa! The tears were in her hair with the malice of the light. For the good morning, that was not the only day that we curled. The guy, it was a silly report. It wasn't very good because it was in trouble. It was trouble. Turn the page. When the comic was done, she read it to everybody. The comic said, please report it. Here is that Mary Franny. The fancy words in this book is really rhythmic. Is a fancy word for flower.
What is the fancy word?
Flower.
But what's it fancy for?
Orange is for flowers.
For flowers. Oh,
Pretty
wow.
fun, isn't it?